Beloved hearts of love's eternal presence, beloved rose students of Mother Akasha's Academy of the Rose Pink Ray, a mystery school which has been closed for some 25,000 years, and now resurrected upon the earth today as the Radiant Rose Academy. I, Master Germain, greet you, and I am truly grateful that I have been invited to be with you in this broadcast today, and to offer you the love and the authority that is mine as the violet oracle to the earth, an authority that now comes in even greater intensity and opens the way for the freedom of the people and for the lantern of light that is America's destiny to become, as the great guardian of freedom for this earth. I greet you. I also wish to take a moment, precious hearts, to thank each of you who acknowledged my Ascension anniversary on May 1st, and to remind you that for 10 days after a Master's Ascension anniversary, we pour our Ascension uplifting love and energies to all who call to us and acknowledge our anniversaries. So if you have not done so, I welcome you to acknowledge my Ascension anniversary, that I may pour forth special blessings to you. Now, beloved hearts, I wish to honor your beloved Mother Akasha and the Christ, and their authority to assist all of you to achieve Christ consciousness. And so, today I call upon them, Mother Akasha and the Christ, to reach up into all the Ascended Master heavens using my authority, and to just fill each of you with so much Ascended Master glory. And may you, dear heart, call upon myself, Master Germain, to use my own authority to reach into all the heavenly realms where the ascended hosts live, and just fill you and charge you with our Ascended Master glory. Now this is the light that never fails. This is the light that shuts off and silences all confusion. And this is the light that gives your minds a rest, a refreshing breath of fresh air, if you will, and allows you for a while to use your mind, those mental activities, as constructively as you can, giving you a chance to choose again a much happier life. And so may each of you love to work with Mother Akasha, the Christ, and myself, using our authority on your behalf to reach into all the great heavens of light where there is such stored up glory, and to just charge you and fill you with our Ascended Master glory. Well, we all love to come before you, before all of you, and in the small amount of time I have with you in these broadcasts, yet I do have an important gift for you. Days are changing. If there's one thing you can count upon in your earth plane, that is change. And considering the evil that has had its way upon this earth, you ought to welcome the greatest forces of Ascended Master change in your own personal lives. I say to anyone on the earth, and I will speak to humankind through your consciousness, beloved hearts, and say to all humankind, stop trying to do things the hard way. It's time to ask for more help in your life. And if you do, you will get it. And the answer will all come to you from angels. The help will come to you from ascended beings. And whatever help is being sent to you will be always ideal and perfect for each of you. Now, I am Germain. I am the flame of freedom to the earth. And I know something about freedom, and by now many of you have heard that once again I am raised by the Ascended Masters to be the Ascended Master elect from the higher realms, and this means I am given greater authority to intervene once again in the matters of humanity and the earth. And so, it should be nobody's surprise of my great desire to assist my beloved America, and I will approach this year 2022 with all the authority that I have, and I will call in every Ascended Master favor, and I have quite a few owing to me, if you will. And so it is with this, and I know that many of you have come to love and use my violet purifying flame, which is perhaps as much as I could have ever wanted for any of you, that you yourselves would open the door to my flame coming into your life, and that you would come to know through daily use, you would come to know the freedom it gives you. Now it is because I know that you're using the purifying flames that I rise into my authority this year for you, and I offer to you such greater cosmic assistance of what I refer to as my cosmic sacred fire mastery unlimited. Isn't that a beautiful phrase? Yes, I know, lots of words. I've heard it before. But with power, sometimes there are several words, and that is my cosmic sacred fire mastery unlimited. Remember it. Let it roll off your tongues like golden syrup. For I come this day offering you such cosmic sacred fire mastery unlimited into yourself or into any condition that you call it forth. Now I know, beloved hearts, I know of the fence-sitters. And if there are any fence-sitters amongst you, any fence-sitters listening to my discourse, if there may be any fence-sitters in the academy, or those who hear the news of the sacred fire, yet they don't use it, yet they're sitting on the fence and they haven't decided if it's real, they haven't decided if it's of any great value in their life, then I say to these ones, you are unfortunately blind to the greater powers of life that are given as free as the air you breathe. And if you desire one day the physical manifestations of great powers, you must first accept what is invisible to your own kind, the great powers of the sacred fire. Now I say to you again, I am risen to the authority of a great central sun, Chohan, because I am the violet oracle to the earth. And now I am risen again into greater authority for 1 year, as your ascended master-elect for 2022. Therefore, I am the authority of the great seventh building ray of the universe, that being the violet ray, and even beyond the authority of mighty Arcturus, or the ruler of the violet planet. And I don't come to brag. I don't need to. I just come to say these things to advise you of these matters, as there is no end to the greatest and most powerful sacred fire that I can draw, and I ask permission of no one. Now, I have been working very busy, or rather I should say I have been very busy, working with the tall master from Venus. Many of you have come to know him as the great mighty Victory. And together we have been gathering from the great central sun at the center of our universe and over to Venus, and from Venus we are getting ready with the Lords of the Flames from Venus to send this sacred fire power to anyone who we can reach to on earth, and give them this mighty power that is our cosmic sacred fire mastery unlimited. Notice what I just said. I said to send this sacred fire power to anyone we can reach to on earth. And I tell you, precious hearts, there may be millions who we can reach to on earth, but that is a small number compared to the billions that are presently in embodiment in your world. So if you count yourself, if you accept the ascended host, if you accept the powers that we work with, if you acknowledge us, if you are willing to offer us a little bit of love, not that we need your love, it's just the cosmic law says, you reach to the greater, you must offer your love. Then you ask for what the greater is offering you. So you now just take a moment and ask yourself, if you are one of those upon the earth who I, Master Germain, and others of the ascended host can reach to. Can we reach to you and give you this mighty power that is our cosmic sacred fire mastery unlimited? Now recently, my great brother, Mighty Victory, and I re-entered the great central sun, which, again, abides at the center of our universe. And we stood before the greatest sacred fire furnace that is the heart, the very heart of God, Goddess, all that is the infinite I Am, universal presence. And you have no idea, beloved humans of the I Am race. You have no idea. There is no human concept that you can yet come up with that will even get you close to understanding, to comprehending what it is like to stand before the sacred fire furnace that is the heart of God, Goddess, all that is, the infinite I Am universal presence, where we begin to initiate such cosmic streams of pure white fire that is just waiting to be qualified into our use. And with beloved Venus' assistance, for we called into action the presence of the goddess of Venus, and we relied on the great power and authority of her son, Sanat Kumara, and we relied on the authority of the tall lords of the flames of Venus, who have visited your earth in centuries past. Now, with all of us gathering and working together, we transferred a great amount of the white fire from the heart of creation over to Venus, and from there we began qualifying it. And we have qualified it with the cosmic blue lightning fire, the cosmic blue flames, my own violet purifying flame. We have caused it to be qualified with the white lightning puddle of the Elohim of purity, qualified it with the gentle loving qualities of the rose-pink flames. We qualified it with the great indigo flame of such energizing, cosmic, overwhelming presence. We have qualified it with the Elohim of peace, cosmic green flame. We have qualified it with the Archangel Michael's flame, and so forth. Do you get the idea? Sure you do. And so with all that we have qualified the white fire to transform into, and remember, this is the sacred fire from the heart of creation, from Source, ultimate Source, that we have qualified and charged it with all the various activities of the sacred fire. And we have created what we now refer to as the cosmic sacred fire of Mastery Unlimited. Cosmic sacred fire of Mastery Unlimited. The cosmic sacred fire of Mastery Unlimited. And I do feel this offers you everything of the sacred fire. That it becomes one of the greatest powers of the universe that we offer into your use, that you have ever used thus far, if you will call this forth into your lives. Now, beloved hearts, I am a dear friend of the Lords of the Flames of Venus, and I have left in their care this great cosmic sacred fire, Mastery Unlimited. And they have begun to send it forth unto the earth, where it is stored deep within the mountains. And you have enough mountain ranges on your earth to hold and store this cosmic sacred fire, Mastery Unlimited, that we have created and gathered. When we gather flames from the central sun to a planet, we have legions of the angelic host who work with us and who send those streams of flames over to a planet where we build and create and qualify those streams of fire, ready to be used in some specific manner, as I have explained here today. Now this is ready. It's ready now. And all that it requires is your awareness of this mighty gift and power, and your willingness to begin to use this gift by calling it forth into your lives. You can call to myself, Germain, and to the Lords of the Flames from Venus, and we will answer your call. And so, dear hearts, call the Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited. Call it into yourself. And as you call it into yourself, please make sure that you know that when you refer to your earthly or outer self, we are referring to your physical garment or body. We are referring to your mind. We are referring to your feeling side of life. And we are also referring to your etheric body as well as your light body. For we know that this Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited will assist your light body and assist you to become more conscious of using your light body when your physical garment is resting. So please be very clear that when you refer to your outer self and you are calling forth this gift into your outer self, that you are referring to what can be said in another way as your earth-bound multi-body system. And then, with that understanding, just love to call this into yourself. Call to your beloved presence, call to me, Master Germain, call to the Lords of the Flames of Venus, and call upon us to direct such Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited into yourselves and any condition in your world. My goodness, dear heart, you do not even have to come along and say, now I want this Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited to do this and that and the other thing. You don't have to direct it that way, because it does everything. It is a perfecting activity of the sacred fire and cosmic momentum. And we have poured into this the cosmic light, intelligence. We have poured divine love, and every single activity of the sacred fire. We have been given the exact measurement of how much blue lightning fire versus how much cosmic blue flame, versus how much rose pink flame, or my flame, the purifying flame. All of this has been taken into cosmic consideration, because we call upon the great Elohim Cyclopeia, the all-seeing eye of God. And we said to this great Elohim being, hold for us the focus of Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited, that which is the destiny of the people of earth, the I Am race. Just hold the focus of Mastery Unlimited for us and the use of the Cosmic Sacred Fire. And this, the great Elohim Cyclopeia did this for us. He held that focus, and because he is the all-seeing eye of God, all we had to do was read into the all-seeing eye and get the exact proportions of light and love and the various activities of the sacred fire, and then put them all together. And we have created for you, using my authority this year as your Ascended Master-elect, the Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited. By the way, if it has not yet dawned upon you, when it comes to the universe, I, Saint Germain, am the Sacred Fire Chef, and I can dabble in every activity of the Sacred Fire, and I can make a Sacred Fire cake for you that will last forever and be as fresh as the first nibble. So try me out, precious hearts. I am your Ascended Master Sacred Fire Chef, and I have this wonderful new creation for you. It is my Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited. Now, here's a lovely awareness for you. You could give this to an individual who has no knowledge of the I Am God presence. You could give this to an individual who has no knowledge of the sacred fire and who has not restored their connection with their own mighty divinity. And if you would say to that one, I'd like you to do a favor for me. I'd like you to just close your eyes 3 times a day and imagine that you are talking to some great power in the universe, and give this mighty decree. Ask for this Cosmic Sacred Fire Mastery Unlimited to come into yourself and your world. Just do that. Do that 3 times a day. And even though you may know not what it is, just do it and try to be sincere. That's all you've asked to do. You're asked to give 1 minute of your time 3 times a day, even though you may not know what this is, and you're only asked to be sincere. And you are asked to reach up to this unknown power, even if you have to make believe and pretend, because you don't know that these great powers exist. If you did this with such a person, I will say to you, if this one follows your guidelines, and they do this every day, 3 times a day, for how long? Forever. Well, at least until they see the results. For I say to you, we will draw to that one this Cosmic Sacred Fire Power Mastery Unlimited that sets into motion such change inside their minds, their feelings, their physical bodies, their worlds, that one will know they have made contact with some great, mysterious, mystical power. And hopefully they'll become curious, and they'll want another piece of the pie, so to speak. Now, beloved ones, please realize, I am the incarnation of the I Am God presence, and so is every other ascended being. We have walked upon the earth. We have gained our freedom from the shackles that bound the human experience. And we know a thing or two, and we have authority. And when you are raised into the authority that I've been raised into this year, we use that authority. For despite all the problems that is going on in the world, human beings are showing so much promise now. And I see before my own eyes a great opportunity to finally continue my own determination to free America because of the great changes that are coming, because of the things that have been revealed and will continue to be revealed. For those of you who have the knowledge and have accepted the sacred fire, my goodness, it will not be very long before it feels like you are dancing on cloud 9, so to speak. Now I have come many times, and I've asked many upon a spiritual path that if they would join me in calling upon the removal of all that is destructive, so that the people of earth can have a chance to survive. And until we've cleaned things up down here, I will continue to offer my service. I say to you, dear hearts, as the violet oracle to the earth, I have waited and dreamed that the moment would come that I could give you something that is so great and so profound and so almost instantaneous in its effect upon you. And so now it's just up to you as to whether you will use this. Again, and I say to you in this moment, the realization that our solar system is about the size of an atom compared to its galaxy, and our galaxy is about the size of an atom compared to all the galaxies of our magnificent universe. So when you consider the infinite size of things, you might appreciate that I, Saint Germain, don't go small. You might appreciate that I, Germain, do not get weighted down by the puny opinions and the fragmented intellectual smug remarks of human intellects that think they know a thing, and they don't know anything. That's what I tell you. When I see universities and schools, colleges and educations continue to prosper and teaching the wrong things, teaching science that is not true, that is rather ignorant, I tell you I will have no patience until I see the first, I will offer no patience until I see the first great structure, the first great buildings upon your earth, that is an accredited university amongst all school systems of America. And you know the name of that university, the I Am University, teaching the Ascended Master instructions and Mother Akasha's Tree of Life teachings. Yes, today we have some I Am schools. Finally, my goodness. Well, dear hearts, this will warm my heart and bring about so much that has been delayed. Yet I wish I could so impress upon your own hearts that each of you, even though there does not seem to be a structure out there, that you can go to an I Am University. I assure you that these teachings are the great university of life themselves, that you are now taking on in your personal studies in your homes. And sometimes I send an angel or two in your homes. And too often I see that you're late for class. I'm not impressed. Too often I see you do not attend your spiritual protocols. I'm not impressed. Too often I see you miss your decrees, prayers, and meditation classes, and I'm not impressed. Because I'm talking about your freedom here. And of course I'm speaking metaphorically because until there is a structure that is as real as any university in your lands, that say on that great building, the I Am University, then you do what you can in studying the Ascended Master teachings, doing your calls and decrees and meditations, in your homes in accordance to the various paths that you are drawn to. And some of them are pure, and some of them are fragmented. And you are truly blessed to carry the magnetic nature of Mother Akasha's rose pink ray, which just magnetizes unto it the great Ascended Master teachings. And so you study from your homes for now. So I urge you today, with all of my love for each of you, for I can help you to raise the beautiful I Am being that you are, to come forth fully into these beautiful garments, these bodies. Does it seem that I have been so strict with my own teachings? Does it seem that I have sometimes stood alone, where others would not stand for me or with me for the defense and the purity of America and this world? Does it make you forget my sternness and my strictness sometimes? Does it sometimes make you forget that I want for each of you to have beautiful and magnificent bodies that are as beautiful as the bodies of your higher God presence wears? Do you not realize that I, Germain, I have a soft spot? But I have seen what has been in the human world, and I remain guarded. Realize that I want for you the great happiness that is your right. And oftentimes the birds in your kingdoms sing such sweet melodies that reveal such happiness in their songs. This I wish for you. Do you forget that I want such happiness for you, and that I desire you live in garments as beautiful as the garments of your higher intelligence, and that one day you will wear the seamless garment, the great electronic body of your beloved I Am God presence. It makes no difference how much you know of these great activities, or whether you know nothing of it and you've just heard it. If you will try and use these things, just try them, see the difference they make in your life. Call this into yourself. Call this gift into your family and loved ones. Call it to all the activities you're involved in your outer life and world. And watch the change. Watch how that sacred fire, mastery, unlimited, cosmic, by the way, removes from you what are your own great challenges, removes from you blockages that seem to be in place, that you may not even know exist within yourself, and clears your world more quickly of what is too often the pressure that is often upon you from the powers of suggestion, the discord of the mass consciousness. A cosmic sacred fire, mastery unlimited, that can open the way, that can work with your inner divine consciousness that knows you, and bring you into a place of new opportunity where your own divine nature, your own higher purposes are plainly revealed to you. I have placed so much in this cosmic gift, and it is for you to use. May the love of the Violet Oracle be upon each of you, beloved hearts. Namaste, namaste, namaste.